Wait a second. No way, right? Don't tell me it's Celia. To think I'd run into you.
Wait, who is this? I think you've gotten the wrong number somehow.
Yeah, come on, don't tell me you forgot who I was. It's your very, very special man, Xavier.
No way. But I blocked your number. I even changed my mobile number to play it safe. How did you end up finding my new contact details?
Well, you weren't the only one with a new mobile number. Two can play at that game.
Ugh, but that doesn't explain how you could have guessed my mobile number.
Oh, I have my connections, don't worry at all. There's nothing I can't figure out with a few helpful friends.
Well, you got what you wanted. Why did you want to talk to me anyways?
Look, I was just gonna check up on you because I noticed that you were here at the same venue as me.
Same venue? What are you talking about?
But God, it's been over 3 years since we last talked, hasn't it? We might as well grab a bite to eat and catch up, methinks. I mean, especially when we ended up coming to the same wedding celebration.
No, don't tell me you're really here at this wedding venue. And you were invited as a guest?
Well, there's only one wedding that will be occurring here tonight after all. You guessed it, baby. We've been invited to the same wedding by pure coincidence and chance. Would you believe that? But to think we'd reunited a friend's wedding just completely randomly. Jesus, God sure does some weird things. To answer your question though, I was invited by none other than my good friend Max, the groomsman of this wedding. So, you're close to him, are you?
No, I was invited by his soon-to-be wife, Teresa. She's a colleague at my workplace, actually.
Yeah, so you work at M Industries right now, do you? Look at you climbing up the ranks and working in high-end businesses. Who would have thought that someone like you would have ended up doing that, though? Sheesh, I'm surprised.
Why does it matter to you where I work? And what's with that condescending tone anyways? Are you trying to annoy me?
Oh, hold that thought, girl. Don't tell me you forgot about the whole marriage situation. You know that I'm the husband of your younger sister, Nicole. What can I say? I'm a man of my word. And when she confessed her feelings to me, I just couldn't say no. I'm sorry that I pushed you aside, but even I felt bad about doing all of that. So I'm here now checking up on you.
Ugh, who in the world do you think you are? You go ahead and cheat on me with my own sister, and then you have the gall to say all of that? I can't believe Nicole would even do something like that to contribute to betraying her own sister. You're both vile. Why would you even blame me for not wanting to talk to the either of you after something like that? There's a reason why I went as far as to block your number, you know? So I'd really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you could stop contacting me here.
Alright, look, just chill now. You don't need to get so emotional. Things happen. Look, and it's a festive day when our friends are getting married to each other, so let's just drop everything that happened in the past and just sit back and enjoy it all.
I don't understand why we need to be talking, though. What does that have to do with our friend's wedding?
Look, Celia, that's what I'm saying. You just need to chill today. Let's just take a deep breath and take it easy, yeah? I'm not gonna ask you to do anything for God's sake.
Look, the ceremony's about to start now. I want to concentrate on the whole thing without having to look down at my phone, so I'll be going now.
Alright, true. We can't be rude now. Oh, right, Celia. I completely forgot to mention this. Big news. You need to listen. I'm actually a father now. How cool is that? I know we weren't able to have a kid together, but at least finally I have my own child. It's a boy, in fact. I mean, I didn't really care what gender my kid ended up being, but my wife kept nagging me, telling me we needed a son and all, so at least she's happy. And because I've started to praise my wife for giving birth to a strong son, now she's absolutely head over heels for me. Well, I'm not saying she wasn't madly in love with me before, but you get my point. Anyways, because of this, we've had absolutely no problems or arguments in our marriage whatsoever. If your body was a little stronger and you could give birth to my child, then my mom wouldn't have hated you so much. But what can you do? You can't win them all, as they say. It was 5 years into our marriage and you couldn't give birth to a kid though. In a way, I'm not surprised at all that my mom didn't end up liking you. But thinking back, what a wild time that was. I mean, with all the arguments about divorce payments and splitting our property and belongings and all that. Glad that's all left behind and in the past now, don't you think? But then Dad ended up getting a ton of funds luckily from my grandpa as he passed away during the time we went through our divorce, so everything was looking pretty bright too. It's all about perspective, isn't it? You can view a terrible thing in a positive way and then you end up as a happy man. Kinda beautiful when you think about it that way, huh? But because of all of that, I have a ton of money in my name too, and so my life is all sunshine and rainbows. God, I wish I could share this wealth with you too, but what could I do? Anyways, all I'm trying to say is this. I know we had our good moments and all, but thinking back, breaking up with you might have been one of the greatest decisions of my life. I mean, look at me. I'm playing the story of life through easy mode, baby. But look at you, Celia. I mean, where do I even begin with your life? I almost feel bad for you. Your whole situation is so awful. It's genuinely laughable. I didn't want to burst out laughing and look like a weirdo, so I held it all in. But God, it was so hard holding it in when I saw you. I mean, look at that giant stomach of yours. The amount of chubbiness you've gained is insane. All that in under 3 years, it's almost impressive at that point. I guess you just gave up all of your dignity after I threw you out. Hey, I never thought it'd affect you this badly. I know I shouldn't make fun of you, but come on, just take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, come on, don't sulk. Jesus, I tell this much to you and yet you don't even want to respond, huh? You do realize I see you across the room. Your phone is literally on the table right in front of you. Oh, hurry up and stop ignoring me. Hey, Celia, I noticed you're real close to that one dude next to you. You're trying to hit on him or something. Give it up, he's not gonna want a woman as chubby as you are. Do you even know who that is, or do I need to remind you? That's the one CEO that's making headlines with his new business tactics and growing his company super rapidly recently. I'm sure you've even heard of him. Wait, don't tell me you're trying to get in with him for all the money. You're delusional if you think someone of that caliber is gonna fall for an absolute failure like yourself. It's gonna snow in summer before you ever had a chance with him. Go on, take my advice and start dieting, and maybe then you'd have a fraction of a chance with a man like that. Oh man, this is too funny. Hey, look at that. It seems like the photos are starting. I guess any guest can take a picture with a groomsman. Anyways, now might be a good time to stop giving that man next to you any more trouble. You understand? Why don't you dig into all that food in front of you? I'm sure you'd love it. All right, I need to know. You've hid it from me way too long. How did you end up with a body like that? Come on, share the secret. I can't promise I won't laugh though. Besides, I know my wife and son would love to know the secrets behind your body. Oh, let me guess. I bet you ended up feasting and eating your life away once I broke up with you just from the depression. No wonder you ended up gaining all that weight. Can't say I don't blame you.
Oh, shut up already!
Oh, hey, you finally responded.
I, unlike you, have morals and thought to myself that using a phone at a wedding ceremony other than to take photos is considered rude. So I'd appreciate it if you could do the same thing and enjoy the moment. But I just checked all of the crap you sent me over the past few minutes. But what do you even want me to say to all this? Can you not try and drop my mood down on such a celebratory day like this? What's wrong with you? Why did you even come here in the first place if all you were going to do was try and annoy me to get a reaction out of me?
I'm sorry, but this whole situation of comparing you now to what you used to look like is just too funny. Especially the stomach. Chill on the pizza, girl.
You do realize that the reason my stomach is like this right now is because I'm pregnant with my husband's baby?
What? No way, come on, at least try and tell me a better lie.
And for your information, the CEO man who you kept accusing that I was trying to forcefully hit on is who I remarried. In other words, he's my husband right now.
Wait. You're telling me you're having a baby with him?
Anyways, I'm not going to stay much longer at this wedding since I have things going on. So I'll be leaving now.
Hold on, I didn't even know you could give birth to a baby. I thought you were diagnosed from the doctors that you couldn't. I'm not buying any of these stories, you hear me? Celia, do you have a second? Super important stuff. I need you to hear all of this. The kid that my wife ended up giving birth to, it ended up not being my son. See, I walked in on her cheating on me. And so we ended up having a DNA test to determine our son's genetics. And what do you know? He isn't even related to me. Ugh, why does stuff like this keep happening to me? I don't deserve any of this. I suppose there isn't much use to sulking here either, though, is there? I'll just slam that woman a divorce paper along with the official DNA results and get out of this mess altogether. That's all I can do at this point. By the way, I'm living in that house I was living in back when we were married along with my parents right now. And it's all because of the fact that that woman has custody over my son now and is still living in our house. I don't have much choice but to spend the time sleeping at my parents' house. So I'll just approach her and tell her to get out along with the kid. And after all of that is sorted, I can finally start on a clean slate from zero. Well, I have bigger plans, but I'll let you know after everything has been dealt with. I'm sure we could appreciate the good news a lot more if I do it that way. Just hold on tight, I'll be back with information later. Celia, great news, you have to listen to this. I finally got through with divorcing that woman that ruined my life. And I got her to pay for all of the divorce fees since she was the direct cause of all of this. I don't even know if she has the money to pay it off though. I'm sure this will put her in her place. That'll teach her to never come mess with me. She better not come begging to me for money in the future. Phew, I'm so glad that is all dealt with now. Anyways, why don't we use this money to go on another wedding vacation? I'm more than happy to cover it all. And then after that, we can try for a baby during our honeymoon. How does that sound?
Ew, you're so gross. Get lost.
What do you mean? I've cut all ties with my previous life. Now I'm here to fully support you.
I was gonna just leave you as is since I felt bad that your wife cheated on you. But you've said one too many things recently that have rubbed me the wrong way. So, let's get some things straight before you get any other ideas, yeah? I literally told you last time we properly talked that I have a husband. You saw him with your own two eyes. So I don't know why you thought hitting on me was a good idea.
So, you're still with him?
Why wouldn't I be? I told you I've married him. Unlike you, I only marry people who I fully trust. And we've even had a baby together. So why in the world would I ever go back to being with you after getting so many positive things happen in my current situation?
I mean, don't you think everything has lined up between us? That it's destiny for us to get back together like old times?
God, you're so delusional, it's actually worrying.
We randomly just so happened to bump into each other at a friend's wedding. I'm telling you, that doesn't just happen randomly. And then I found out that you actually could have babies, unlike what I thought prior about you. Then I find my ex-wife cheating on me with another man. And to top it all off, the secret was revealed that my son wasn't actually my son. Why did all of these things just so happen to have happened within such a short period of time? It just doesn't make any sense. This is destiny telling us that it's best for us both to go back to being together. I know it.
Oh, let me ask one final thing.
What is it? I'll do anything for my love.
I'm sorry to pry into your private life and all, but haven't you ever considered that you were the one that couldn't make any babies? Maybe it wasn't me that was the problem with our attempts at having a child in the past.
Me? Why would I be, though?
I mean, think about it. We were together 5 years and we never had luck with a child. Then you get together with this other woman and ended up being with her for 3 years and yet not having a child that was your own. 8 whole years in total. I'm sorry, but if we're talking about coincidences, I feel like this is the first thing you should really think about properly. Why was it that you never had your own kid?
No. How, though? It can't be my fault, can it? No way. I won't believe it.
Look, I'm just suggesting some weird links between all of this. I'm not confirming anything. But if you really want to be sure it isn't your fault, you should really get all of that checked out by a doctor.
No way.
Look, going back to what we first talked about though, I just want you to fully understand that I do not have plans whatsoever to ever get back with you. Understand?
Huh? Why?
I have told you time and time again that I have a child and husband now. If you were in my shoes, you'd do the exact same thing of choosing a happy family rather than someone that cheated on you previously.
But that all happened because of a misunderstanding where I thought you weren't able to have children. That's all it was.
Don't you ever think what you say is scummy, huh? There's a reason why I try to ignore you for as long as I could. And there's a reason why I ended up having a baby with a man much more kinder than you could ever be.
Wait. You could always just divorce him and let him have the kid, right? Surely it's not that hard to go through that.
You're actually disgusting. Utterly vile.
Aw, come on. It's not that bad of an idea, is it?
I cannot believe you. I understand now that some people just shouldn't have children. And you're definitely one of those people just from the things coming out of your mouth.
Wait, why are you saying all of this?
The fact that you're even questioning all of these thoughts of yours is enough to prove my point. I think you should just be single for the rest of your life. Goodbye. Never talk to me again. For starters, let's go over my sister and her child. The DNA test results showed us who the father was. It was a man who wanted to have her kid for himself to get raised within his household, where that desire came to fruition, and it ended with my sister being left with nothing. With nowhere else to go, the whereabouts of my sister isn't known to many people. As for my ex-husband, even though I told him that he could be the direct cause of him never having children, he ignored that advice and went on with his life. He ended up spending the rest of his days hitting up young women whenever he had the chance, having no luck at all with his endeavors. Through all of this, his parents just so happened to get a divorce at the same time. And it was all because of the money he'd used from his inheritance from his grandfather's passing, which was something he wasn't meant to actually use at all. In other words, he ended up having to pay back the amount he ended up using over the years, which ended up being something like $60,000. Unsurprisingly, he spends his days working day and night to pay off that loan on top of looking after himself in a small rundown apartment.
What is with all these notifications? What do you want now? Are you being serious? Do you know what you did? What are you talking about? It's too early in the morning for this. You're being annoying. I'm being annoying. You ran over my child while you were driving drunk, and you have the audacity to say I'm being annoying. What? I don't know what you're talking about. What? You don't remember? I'm really not in the mood for your jokes right now, Bianca. I drank so much yesterday, I barely remember a thing. Are you sure you're not just making that up? Why would I make it up? Everything happened right in front of me. You're scum, you know that? I'm on my way to file a police report. Why are you bringing the police into this? That's too much. You don't have to do all that. You can't just tell me not to do that. You were driving drunk and ran your car right into the side of the house. Everybody saw it happen. We were all outside finishing up the barbecue and you lost control of the car and ran over my son. He had to go to the ICU. Do you understand what you've done? So what? At least he's still alive. It could have been a lot worse, so you need to calm down. Excuse me? You're overreacting. He's still alive, so you should stop complaining. But anyways, don't tell the police that I was drunk. What? I really don't want you to tell them anything at all, but I know you. You'd still go tell them even if I asked you not to. So when you do go to them, don't tell them I was drunk. If they knew I hurt a child while driving under the influence, that would be really bad for me. They'd think I was a criminal or something. Like, I can actually go to jail for something like that. Whose fault is that? What you did was illegal. So yes, that means you are a criminal. If you knew that you could go to jail for that, then you shouldn't have done it in the first place. It is what it is. You can't hide from the truth, and the police should arrest you for what you've done. What the hell? Did you forget I'm your little sister? What does that have to do with anything? You're putting your own family in danger? You'd let them lock me up just like that. Just keep quiet, okay? It's not that serious. They don't need to know that I was drinking. Tell them it was an accident. Which it actually was, if you think about it. No way. Besides, don't you have something else to say to me? What? Don't what? Me? Nathan is going to be traumatized. He's fighting for his life right now. What are you going to do about that? What do you want me to do? It's not like he's dead or anything. He'll be all right. Kids get hurt all the time. You're worrying about it too much. How could you say that? It's your own nephew. Don't you at least care about his well-being? Whatever. Just don't tell the police, okay? What is your problem? Huh? My problem with what? Nathan might not be able to walk anymore. Wait, are you serious? The doctor told me that he's going to have to be in a wheelchair from now on. He's only 4 years old. Just the other day, he told me how much he loves playing soccer. This is all your fault. And you don't even care. I didn't know it was that bad. That sucks. I probably shouldn't drink and drive anymore, huh? Isn't that obvious? You shouldn't have been drinking and driving in the first place. And I can't believe you're laughing about it. Aren't you at least going to apologize or something? Do you even have a heart? Apologize? I'll apologize to Nathan, not you. What's going to come of me apologizing to you? I didn't even do anything to you. Of course you did! You hit my child! Ugh, I can't believe you. It doesn't make sense to keep trying to talk to you. I just want to go back to sleep. Are you done? I hope your kid gets better soon or whatever. You're the worst person ever. I feel so ashamed to even call you my sister. Why are you so mad? Calm down, sis. No need to be so dramatic. Even if he can't walk anymore, technology is so advanced these days. You'll figure it out. Maybe. Get him some robot legs or something. He'd love it. I'd hate it if I couldn't walk anymore, though. That would literally be the worst. Oh, I didn't think you'd get any worse. But I guess I was wrong. That was very disgusting of you to say to me. I always thought you were disgusting, though. I'm so done with you. Disgusting? That's a bit rude, no? What a way to talk to your own sister. Did you even stop to think about how I would feel? Words hurt, you know. If you don't think about my feelings, why do you expect me to think about yours? That's if you even have any feelings. I'll never forgive you. Girl, you are seriously overreacting. But anyways, I'm glad the one who was injured was someone in my family. What? Because if it wasn't, then I would probably get locked up for real. That wouldn't have been fun. I guess I got lucky. You're happy that my son got hurt? Am I understanding this correctly? I'm saying that I'm happy it wasn't a random person. Anyways, I know you'll keep quiet about me being drunk, right? I really can't believe you. I feel so sick just talking to you right now. Yeah, I feel that. I'm so hungover, I feel like I'm gonna throw up any second now. Never show your face in front of us ever again. We are not family anymore. Chantel! It's been a while, sis. How have you been? What? Who is this? Haha, very funny. That's no way to talk to your adorable baby sister. Funny. I don't have a sister. Hey, that's so mean. I'm your only sister in the whole wide world. What do you want? I really don't want to spend too much time talking to you, so hurry up. Well, I kind of have something important to tell you. Can we meet up and talk? I don't want to see you, and I don't want to talk to you. Why are you saying that? I need my big sister's help. Remember when we were kids, and you said you'd always be there for me no matter what? Like I said, I am not your sister. You haven't spoken to me in 5 years, so what's the deal? That's because I needed 5 years to think about some things. I was going to call you when things settled down, but if you're going to apologize, I think you probably should have done that sooner. I don't have time, so tell me what you want. You're still upset about that? It's been 5 years! You need to put the past behind you. Forgive and forget. You don't have any right to be saying that to me. I will not forgive you, and I definitely will not forget. I'll never forget what you did as long as I live. Oh, dramatic as always. You haven't changed a bit, sis. You disappeared without a trace and didn't even apologize about hitting Nathan. You're a terrible person. Why on earth are you talking to me now? Well, to be honest, I have an illness. An illness? That's right. Your only sister in the world is sick. They told me I need a kidney transplant. What? Yeah, so I'm asking you to be my donor. They said I need to contact a family member as soon as possible because it's urgent. I want you to come to the hospital. For what? What do you mean for what? Did you read anything I just said? I said I need a kidney donor. And I'm asking you. You're the only one who can help me. You want me to give you my kidney? You want me to help you? After everything you've done, you expect me to just give it to you like that? Obviously. I don't have any other siblings. Wanting to help your little sister should be second nature. You ran over my son while you were drunk, caused him to be in a wheelchair for probably the rest of his life, and you want me to give you one of my vital organs? Get real. Forgive and forget, Chantel. Come on, that happened so long ago. You can't keep holding on to the past. You'll never move on in life. They said I need to find a kidney transplant as soon as possible. So be my donor. You don't talk to me for 5 entire years, and the first thing you tell me to do is give you my kidney? Is this some kind of prank? No, I'm being serious. Okay, fine. I'm sorry for running over your child and causing him to be in a wheelchair. Are you happy now? Give me another 3 years to think about it. What? 3 years? We'll start with 3 years. Nah, actually, make it 5 years. Then I'll decide whether I want to help you or not. What do you mean? I don't understand. Why can't you just tell me now? Why do I have to wait so long? I need urgent surgery, you know? As soon as possible. I can't wait for 3 or 5 years. Yeah, I know. But you're going to have to wait anyways. What are you saying? Are you stupid or something? I need a transplant right now. You really don't want to help me? Sorry for answering a question with a question, but why do I have to help you? What? Don't you remember what you did to me 5 years ago? What you did to my son? What you did to our entire family? Oh my God, I just apologized. What more do you want from me? Just forget about it already. I will not forget. I can't believe you actually even thought that I would say yes after everything that happened. You're disgusting. Again with the disgusting. Come on, Chantel. It's about time you let go of this grudge. Plus, I already apologized. It's too late to apologize. You put Nathan through such pain and suffering. He's more important to me than my own life. I can never forgive you for that. Why do I have to take an organ out of my body to help you? Plus, you only decide to apologize about it when you want me to do something for you. You never cared in the first place. Well, the situation back then was different. You needed 5 years to think about apologizing to me, so I'm telling you I need 5 years to think about giving you my damn kidney. It's the same thing you did. So what's the problem? No! The two situations are completely different. This is a matter of life or death for me. Well, it's the same thing to me. You never cared about Nathan. You only cared about if you were going to get arrested. Mom wouldn't stop crying about it, so I just ended up settling it in court, and all I asked from you was payment for Nathan's surgery. But you couldn't even do that. You disappeared without paying. You think I would want to help someone like that? Well, that's because I was going through some stuff at the time. That has nothing to do with me. If you just acted like a decent person back then and showed some compassion, then I probably wouldn't hate you now. You hate me? Isn't that a little bit harsh? We're sisters. You don't even want to save your sister's life? You almost cost my son his life. You are not my sister. Stop trying to use that as an excuse so I can help you. You have got to be kidding me right now. Just give me your stupid kidney. I'm about to die. Oh, really? I don't know if I really care. You can yell at me all you want, but it won't change anything. I don't have to do anything for you. It's like you completely forgot everything that happened 5 years ago. You act like nothing happened and text me out of nowhere and ask me to give you my kidney like it's nothing. Go to hell, you disgusting woman. I don't want anything to do with you. How could you say that to me? I'm your sister. That's no way to treat your own blood. You are nothing but a stranger to me. Actually, you're less than a stranger. You're a criminal. You've been nothing but a criminal to me for the past 5 years. Really? That's going a bit too far, isn't it? Is it? You don't want to talk. Anyway, stop texting me. No matter how you beg, you're going to have to wait another 5 years before I decide to give you my kidney or not. You'd probably have better luck finding someone else before then, though. I don't know if I can find another donor. The doctor told me it would be best if it were a member of my family. I can't wait 5 years. Help me! Well, you don't really have a choice. You can text me then, okay? Maybe I'll reply if I feel like it. Come on, sis. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry for how I acted 5 years ago. I'm sorry for driving drunk, and I'm sorry I hit Nathan. Crazy that it took you 5 years just to say sorry. But that just means it makes sense to give me 5 years too, doesn't it? No. Please. They told me with this illness, I don't have much time left to live. The only way they can save me is with this kidney transplant. And you can't even help me with this. You know you have too. Do you enjoy making me suffer? Is this what you want? All Nathan wanted to do was play with his friends, but he couldn't even walk. It's been a terrible 5 years for him. He loved playing soccer so much, but he had to stop. He's been suffering a lot more than you can ever imagine. Do you understand that? Everyone in the family was really worried. They've been going through it too. Mom calls every day to talk to Nathan and make sure he's doing all right. I don't know if you've noticed, but everyone who was there that night have been really affected by it. Auntie Jessica says she still has nightmares about it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen. Uh-huh. Well, Nathan went through rehabilitation and can walk pretty fine now, though. What? Are you serious? He can walk? So what's the problem? Why are you acting like he's wheelchair-bound for the rest of his life? You don't have any reason to be so cold-hearted. Why are you still mad at me? You already know what the problem is. Well, I mean, yeah, but he's better now. There's no problem anymore. I'm happy for him. Oh, come off it. You have no idea what we've been through these past 5 years. Talking to you is just a colossal waste of time. Are you done? No, I'm not done. If you don't help me, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm scared. Please, sis, help me. I'll do anything you want me to. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The cost of Nathan's surgery that you didn't pay. Mom and Dad had to pay for it, so I think you should pay them back as soon as you can. Wait, what? I can't pay them back right now. My life is in danger. I'm using all my money for my hospital bill. Of course you are. That's the type of person you are, after all. You only think of yourself. Mom and Dad are probably going to cut you off too, if they haven't already. That's how bad the things you've done were. So it's a no-brainer that that's what would happen. Tuh. You're the only one who can save me. If you ignore me and then something ends up happening to me, you'd at least feel bad about it, wouldn't you? Don't you think you should help before something bad happens? Yeah, I might feel bad for a bit, but I will never forgive you for what you've done. I'm not going to help you. Are you being serious? We were so close when we were younger. I can't believe you treat me like this. You promised you'd always be there for me. That was before you turned into a monster who hits kids while drinking and driving. If you even showed an ounce of worry or concern, you probably wouldn't be in this situation. I am dead serious. Don't text me anymore, okay? You're stressing me out. I am begging for my life here. Please, Chantel. If you just do this for me, I'll never ask you for anything ever again. Sucks to be you, huh? These are your only two options. Go ask someone else, or you can ask me again in 5 years. That's if you're still alive. What? I can't believe you'd say that to me. I hope you understand what you've done now. After that, Chantel blocked Bianca's number. It seems like she's decided to never speak to her again. Bianca had no choice but to try and contact her parents. She went back to their house, only to find out that they had moved. She wasn't even able to see them before they left. Chantel's son, Nathan, has gotten to the point where he's able to walk without problems. As for Bianca, she's just been hopelessly spending her days waiting for a kidney donor. Chantel might end up forgiving her eventually, but that's probably going to take a long time. Bianca finally faced the consequences of her actions, and for the first time, she's seriously regretting it.
Ashley, you and I are getting a divorce. I'll be sending you the petition soon. Don't waste any time signing it. We don't need to drag this out any longer than necessary.
What are you talking about? If this is your idea of a joke, it isn't funny at all. Asking for a divorce out of the blue? Really? What is this all about? If this is some kind of bit, you can scrap the rest of it because I'm not laughing.
This isn't a joke. I'm as serious as a heart attack. We're getting a divorce. I don't appreciate that you aren't taking this seriously. I really don't think we should waste any more time discussing whether or not you want to accept the reality of the situation.
Keith, I don't even know where this is coming from. What in the world is the meaning of all of this? How am I supposed to make any sense of this? You said that you had to go to your parents' house to take care of something as soon as Joseph's funeral ended. You made me go home by myself, and I haven't heard anything from you in over a day. Now you're asking for a divorce? This is the first thing I've heard from you since the funeral. Excuse me if I don't find this whole situation anything but absolutely insane.
When I went back to my parents' house, we talked about Joseph and everything that's happened recently. We ended up deciding that this would be best for the family. So it's decided. There's nothing else that you and I need to talk about. We will be getting a divorce, and that's that. After the divorce is over and done with, we decided that I'll marry Joseph's widow.
Keith, what is wrong with you? You can't seriously be talking about marrying Amy. I can't believe you're even entertaining this charade for even a second. Have you lost your mind? What rationale led you to this conclusion? Just because Joseph has passed away, you think you need to step in? Do you have some kind of hero complex?
Ashley, how many times do I have to tell you that this isn't a joke? Why is it so difficult for you to accept reality at face value? Look, Joseph isn't with us anymore. As much as I wish it weren't true, nothing is going to change that. Now that he's gone, Amy is a widow. She's been left alone with her 2 young children. Can you even imagine what kind of situation she's in right now? How difficult it's going to be for her to raise those children by herself as a single mother. Put yourself in her shoes for a moment.
Keith, of course I realize how difficult that would be. I don't think you're looking at this from a reasonable perspective, though.
How could you say that? Do you think that you could manage that kind of life? There's no way she can take care of 2 children while also working to provide for them. That's why Amy and I need to marry. I'll support her so that she doesn't need to do it all on her own. The good news is that between Joseph's savings and life insurance, she's financially pretty secure for the time being. But regardless, it isn't going to last forever. And even if it would, she needs someone to be there for her and protect her. Don't you think it would be safer for her and her children to have someone there for them? I'm not doing this for myself. This is for Amy and her children. For Joseph's children. They need a father figure. Well, do you get it now? That's why we need to get a divorce.
I don't even know what to say to you. Have you even talked to Amy about this? Or are you just speaking on her behalf? What does she think about your ridiculous idea? It doesn't matter what plans you think up, which apparently you've come to such a solid conclusion. You can't rope someone else into your delusions if you haven't even consulted them.
I told you, my parents and I decided all of this the other day. I haven't told Amy about any of this yet. I don't think she will react negatively, though. Amy doesn't have any reason to oppose the idea. This is all for her, and it's all in her best interest. I'm sure she will support the idea. Besides, she has always had a thing for me. She'll be more than happy to hear about all of this.
Amy, you're telling me she's interested in you. How do you even know that for sure? How long has this even been a thing? I've never heard you or anyone mention this before.
You really are oblivious sometimes, you know that? It's so obvious how she feels about me. Anyone would have noticed just from the way she acts around me. There's no doubt in my mind that she's interested in me. It makes my suggestion impossible for her to decline.
Surely you're mistaken. That doesn't seem like Amy at all. I've never known her to be like that. Keith, I think you're thinking about this all the wrong way. You've lost someone very close to you, and Amy lost her husband.
Of course you would say something like that. It's because you're jealous of her, isn't it? She's young and already has children. You don't need to let envy make you bitter. This is to help her, so put your personal feelings aside.
Excuse me? Do you think that I'm insecure? I'm not jealous of Amy at all. I'm trying to get you to look at this from another perspective.
Because you've been struggling with infertility, you can't let things like that get in the way of the bigger picture. I understand that you feel the way you do, but you need to act like an adult. I'm sure you must be frustrated, but this is a difficult situation. You can't blame Amy.
I don't understand you at all. This is absolutely insane.
Stop trying to find someone to blame. The fact that you're acting the way that you are just goes to show that this is the right decision for me. It doesn't matter anyway. This is happening. Amy and I will be getting married. I'm sure she would be more understanding if she were in the position that you're in. Amy isn't as flawed and cynical as you are. It's imperative that I be there for her, to take care of Amy and her children, and everything that my brother has left behind for them.
Is that really what this is all about? I thought it was just a coincidence that you brought it up before, but now I'm starting to wonder if this is what you were after all this time. You want your brother's money, and it's as simple as that.
Now you're accusing me of being greedy? You're unbelievable. You're letting your frustration get the better of you. I'll have you know, my mother is strongly in favor of this decision. She supports it 100%. Do you think that just maybe you're in the wrong on this? My mother's even suggested that Amy and I live together with my parents while we get situated. It won't be long now before that inheritance is mine. I will do everything I can to take care of Amy and her children in a comforting home.
There it is again. You mentioned the money again. You're so transparent.
Please, don't be petty. It's not a good look on you. Don't you realize that this is beneficial to everyone? Stop thinking of yourself for once. Honestly, my mother is tired of you and your games. Maybe I should have listened to her from the beginning about our relationship. She's always known how greedy and self-centered you can be. I can't believe I didn't see it until now. While my father may not see eye to eye in the situation, it can't be helped. I'm confident that when he's living comfortably with his grandchildren close by, he will change his tune very quickly.
You don't realize how selfish you are being. You're creating this whole narrative of non-existent problems that you need to solve. It's easy for you to talk about your responsibilities from this wondrous moral high ground that you've created. You're only thinking of what's best for you rather than what really matters.
What do you even know about what's beneficial for the many? You aren't capable of fulfilling your duties as a wife. Don't act like you know anything about responsibility. I've had it with your ignorance. I won't ask you again. You have the ability to make the divorce as smooth as possible. Take some comfort in the fact that you can actually do things right for once.
I don't think I want to argue with you about this anymore. This is a side of you I have never seen before. I wanted to write this off as coping with your grief, but you aren't who I thought you were. Your behavior and your greed is sickening. I don't want to be stuck in a marriage with you now that I know this is how you feel. You'll get your divorce and everything that comes with it. I'll be taking half of her savings, of course. I don't want to be involved with you in any way after this. I won't even request alimony. I don't want anything binding us together in any way, shape, or form. Since you're so eager to get on with your new life, I'm sure you'll be happy to start the cancellation process for our apartment. Just send all the documents to my parents. They'll pass everything on to me.
I'll make sure the documents get to you as soon as possible. Again, don't take any more time than necessary to get this finished. And don't let your bitterness get the better of you. You really need to learn to see beyond your own nose. You do well to recognize that the world is far bigger than you. It might help you get a better perspective on things moving forward.
So that's the gist of what he told me when he demanded the divorce. Did you have any idea that this is what he had in mind? The way he worded it, it was almost unbelievable. He said he hadn't mentioned a word of this to you. I'm totally speechless. He actually said all of that? You're absolutely right. I had no idea about any of this. I didn't even know he felt this way about me. I mean, that's insane. Why would he think I'd be okay with that? The thought of getting married to anyone again hasn't even crossed my mind. What kind of person would I be to rashly jump into another marriage so soon? And with Keith? Joseph only just passed away. The fact that he came to you with all of this so suddenly and demanded a divorce? What was he even thinking? Has he totally lost it? I can't believe he jumped to such an insane conclusion. I couldn't have said it better myself. The whole situation is so off the wall. This isn't something that I ever really wanted to talk about, but I feel that I should now that it's relevant. If I can be completely honest with you, I've never felt very comfortable around Keith or Marilyn. It's something that's always bothered me, but I couldn't bring myself to mention. He's always been weird whenever he was around me. I'd almost call his behavior flirtatious if it weren't so uncomfortable. As soon as Joseph and I were married, Marilyn would constantly bring up when I'd be having children. She'd also excessively rant about how much she loved Keith, but she'd only criticize Joseph. Someone was always there to step in and help me before any situation had ever become too uncomfortable, but I don't know. I'm sure they never meant to make me feel uncomfortable. I just don't like being around either of them. Amy, you need to be the one to make sure this doesn't get out of hand. You need to be direct about your feelings on all of this. I'm sorry they made you feel so uncomfortable. I wish I could have done more to help you. I know you're in a difficult position, but you need to be strong. You can't show them any weakness. Otherwise, you'll not get through to them and they'll keep bothering you. Speaking of going about things delicately, I was so caught off guard after the funeral ended. They both kept asking me about how much money Joseph left behind and about how difficult it would be for me to manage on my own. I couldn't believe they were asking me that, especially at such an inappropriate time. I couldn't tell if they were just being nosy or if this was some awkward way of trying to show concern for me. Are you kidding me? Keith asked you that on the day of the funeral? The nerve of that man! I'm so sorry. You don't deserve to be put through all of this. You haven't done anything wrong. None of this is your fault. Please don't apologize. I don't want you to blame yourself for any of this. I don't have any intention of getting married right now, especially not to Keith. I will be perfectly capable of managing on my own and taking care of my children. I'll figure things out one way or another. You won't have to do everything entirely on your own. I know that you have good judgment too. I'm sure they won't waste any time in telling you about their plans. In the meantime, if you need to buy yourself some time to avoid any confrontation, tell them you aren't in the right place to make any decisions. I'll do everything I can to help you. You aren't alone. Of course, I'll do what I can not to burden you with all of this. I'm so sorry all of this has happened. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for looking out for me.
Ashley, this is awful. She's gone. Amy is gone. I don't know what to do. I don't know where she's gone.
What do you want? Why are you messaging me?
I went to Amy's place today. She's not there. I gave her plenty of time to grieve. I gave her plenty of time to think everything over. I wanted to give her a chance to have an honest discussion about the marriage with her. But she's gone. Apparently she's already moved out. She left without a trace. She took everything. All the stuff, all the money, everything. What's the meaning of all of this? If she's trying to say that she doesn't want anything to do with me or my family anymore, then I won't stand for this insult.
Amy didn't take anything from anyone. Everything that Joseph left behind is for Amy and her children. All of it belongs to them. There shouldn't be any problem with Amy doing whatever she pleases with her possessions.
This is all a huge problem. We were supposed to be getting married. How am I supposed to do that now? She's taken all of that money and left. She's taken the children and left. She's betrayed me. She's betrayed my whole family.
Amy made the right decision. That ridiculous plan of yours was all in your head. Did you really expect it to play out the way you imagined? What were you thinking? Who in their right mind would go along with your delusional scheme? She lost her husband and you really thought she'd want to remarry her brother-in-law? She doesn't want anything to do with you. Besides, you've made your intentions quite clear. You only care about stealing Joseph's money.
You don't have any idea what you're talking about. You're clueless. If she was thinking rationally, she would know that marrying me is the best option for her well-being. Not just good for her, but for her children, for taking care of her finances. There is no reason for her to refuse. We could have been living comfortably together with my parents. How does she plan to take care of everything on her own?
Keith, maybe that is all well and good for you, but it's just that. Those are all things that you want and that you think are convenient. Amy doesn't want you to save her. She doesn't need you or your family to take care of her. She has made that quite clear. You don't need to take care of her finances either. A bank is perfectly capable of that. She's always taken care of things at home. She's always taken good care of her children. Why would she need someone she doesn't care about to step in and try to do things for her? It's totally unnecessary. Plus, she has a really good relationship with her family, so she has all the help she could possibly need with her children if she wants it. I don't think her children are particularly attached to your mother, and they definitely don't care about you. It would only cause more harm than good if you guys suddenly forced yourselves into their lives. I can't imagine a more stressful situation. Both Amy and those children are gonna have better lives without you being any part of it.
You don't get it. It isn't about that. Amy is in love with me. I know it. She can't just take off like this. Her and I had a moment back at Thanksgiving. Our hands touched. Then I knew exactly how she felt about me. I could see her reaction and her laugh and smile. She loves me.
Are you really that dense? You have got it all wrong. She doesn't like you at all. People don't always laugh because they're enjoying themselves. She was uncomfortable at best. You're so full of yourself. Do you think that women like being flirted with by every man that sees them? Do you think that whenever a man tries to make a move that everyone is elated? You need a serious reality check. I can't believe I never realized how sick and pathetic you really are. Besides, you were her brother-in-law. How could you make such a huge leap in logic based on something so insignificant? You can't see reality past your inflated ego. You never noticed how Joseph and I had to step in? We could tell how uncomfortable you'd been making her. It wasn't too difficult to figure out how she felt.
You only intervened because you were jealous, right? You didn't want me talking to Amy because you were jealous of her. You've always been jealous of her because she's younger and more beautiful.
Maybe in your sad reality, but it isn't the truth. She was uncomfortable. It was sad to see her being pestered by a pathetic old jerk. It's as simple as that. I was just trying to look out for her. If you don't believe me, she even said it herself. She doesn't like to be around you. I'd even go as far as to say that she hates you. I don't blame her, to be honest. She wouldn't say it so harshly, but I'm more than happy to. That's why she's gone. She doesn't want to be roped up in an unhappy marriage with you. Well, has it finally sunk in? Have I gotten through that thick skull of yours? You need to give up.
This is just awful. This can't be happening. Once I remarried Amy, I was going to be able to have a claim to Joseph's money. Now what am I going to do? I already bought a new car. I thought that I would be able to cover it with the life insurance money.
A car? You bought a car?
Of course I did. You know how much I've always wanted a sports car. I've already gone through all of the paperwork for the purchase. I can't back out of it now. If Amy and I can't get married, if I can't get that money, I'm not going to be able to afford this.
Your stupidity is baffling. Are you seriously telling me you went and bought a car with money you don't even have? Your delusion of remarrying your brother's wife was annoying enough. Now you've gone and done something even more stupid. I think I've lost brain cells from this conversation. How could you be so reckless with money? Money that isn't even yours. You bought something on a whim, thinking that all of this would just work out for you in the end? I'm sure you went for the most expensive car, too. You even had the nerve to try claim responsibility for taking care of Amy and her children. How can you take care of another human being if you can't take care of your own finances? It was all just a facade. Lies to bring yourself closer to this pipe dream of a reality you've come up with.
It's always been a dream of mine. It's not fair that my dreams can't be a reality. I've always wanted to own a car like this. I deserve it. I almost gave up. I figured I'd never be able to afford a car like this making the kind of money I do every year. But I finally had the opportunity to get that kind of money. It could have been mine. Why shouldn't I have tried to take that chance? Why shouldn't I have tried to buy the car I've always wanted?
You are unbelievable. You are acting so pathetic. Do you even realize what you're saying? You are twisted. You were going to ruin Amy's life and the lives of your nephews just to buy your dream car? Do you think she would even have let you use Joseph's money to fulfill your greedy desires? Your brother wouldn't have wanted you throwing his money away for something so trivial. That money is to take care of his children, for their future.
If we had been married, it would have been our money.
You're so unbelievably self-centered and irresponsible. Well, you don't have to worry about the money. It isn't yours. It'll never be yours. You and Amy will never get married. Amy will never have to worry about you again. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee.
Then what am I supposed to do? What do you suggest? How am I going to pay for this car? I already had to give you half of my savings in the divorce. I'll never see any of that money again. Even if I took out a loan, I'll never be able to cover the costs. It's more than I'll ever be able to cover.
You purchased the car. It looks like you're going to need to figure out how you'll be able to afford it. And if you aren't going to be able to, I guess you'll just have to suck it up and get rid of your precious car. Figure it out. You're an adult. It's not my problem anyway. We're divorced. I don't even know who you are anymore.
Don't say that. You do know me. I've given up on Amy. I'll forget all about it. I don't know what came over me. You and I can mend things, though, right? It doesn't have to be the end for us. It doesn't bother me if we can't have children. I don't mind either way. We can get back together and make things right. We can put all of this behind us.
You can't be serious. Do you really think I would even consider being with you again? After everything you've done? Now I know what kind of person you really are. You've shown me everything that I need to know about you, and I'm glad you did. There's not a chance I would ever take you back. I'd have to be out of my mind to even consider reconciling with someone as scummy as you.
Why would you say something so cruel? Don't you have any pity? I need help. I was an idiot for making us get a divorce. I told you. I don't know what I was thinking. I made a mistake. I'm begging you, please don't leave me. I need you.
You are utterly shameless. You don't deserve any pity. You tried to steal and manipulate your way into getting what you want. You've made a lot of mistakes, but the one thing you've done right was releasing me from my marriage to you. Unfortunately, it doesn't make up for everything else you've done. I don't want to hear from you again. There's nothing left to mend between us. We're done. Enjoy being the owner of a brand new sports car while it lasts. I hope it's worth all the trouble you went through. Even after reality started to set in, Keith wouldn't give up on trying to keep the car that he couldn't afford. Despite the fact that he claimed to have given up on Amy, he continued to pursue his marriage attempts. Keith also continued to try getting back together with me. I guess he was hoping that one of his attempts would be met with success. Even though I ignored him, calls and texts poured in, each more desperate than the last. Keith stubbornly held on to hope that things would work out and past the point of being able to return the car. However, as the deadline for payment slowly approached, he had no choice but to sell the car. He never even got to drive it once. Since it couldn't be considered a brand new car, it lost a significant amount of value when he sold it and was still left with substantial debt. On top of being abandoned by Amy and her children, Marilyn's husband suddenly left as well. He gave up on his marriage with Marilyn, much to no one's surprise. He always seemed so kind, despite being married to such a nasty piece of work as her. Marilyn shut herself in her home, making fewer and fewer trips out of the house. It's difficult to not feel a bit of pity for someone so blinded by greed that they tear their own life apart, even if they did not have pity for those around them. After my divorce, I moved closer to my work and have been focusing more on my career. I've kept in touch with Amy and occasionally get to spend time with her and her children. Amy is doing everything she can to provide for her children. Unfortunately, it can be very difficult to raise and provide for children almost entirely on your own. Despite the difficulties, she's been able to adjust to her new life and make things comfortable for her family. I'm sure that Joseph would be proud and relieved to know that she's doing such a wonderful job.
Hey, Gary, have you written it yet? I really want to get divorced, but I need that paper to submit it. So hurry up.
Missy, I'm still trying to understand how this entire situation happened. Literally 2 days ago, we were happily married. Can't you wait just a little longer, please?
Is this really something you need to make a big fuss over?
What are you saying? You gave me the papers yesterday. Besides, you were the one cheating on me.
What do you mean? It was a platonic relationship, so I didn't cheat on you at all. I thought long and hard about this, and I decided I want a divorce. It's not like this came out of nowhere. I've been set on this for a while, so there's no reason or excuse to delay this any further. Come on, hurry up.
I get it. You don't have to keep hounding me.
Good. Then you can start signing the divorce papers. I would go and marry someone new immediately, but it's important for a woman to take some single time to herself, don't you think? But since I already have a boyfriend and I want to live with him, and not you, I need you to sign those papers.
Why is it so important you make me leave my house?
Huh? Because I'm a stay-at-home wife, meaning I have no job. There's no way I can move to anywhere else since I don't have the money.
You can move in with your boyfriend rather than making me leave.
He lives in a dorm, so there's no way I could live with him there. We already planned on moving into my new house, so thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, I get it. Fine, I'll move out as soon as possible.
Yay! That made my day. Realistically, moving is just a pain in the butt, since I have so much clothes and other things. So, have you decided how much you're gonna pay me after the divorce?
I can't pay you anything right now. I had to go around and find a lawyer close by that I can afford. So just wait, please.
You're going out of your way to ask a lawyer for help?
It's because I don't want to deal with all the disputes and fighting.
I had no plans on arguing or fighting, since I know I'm going to win it all. Just decide how much you're paying me right now, please. Okay.
I don't want to do that. That's why I am going to the lawyer.
Oh well, this is the only thing left before we can divorce. I will wait, but just make sure you sign quickly, okay? I don't like waiting. We can always talk about our settlement after we divorce.
There is absolutely no way you would reconsider, huh?
Reconsider? I married you and found other people I liked more than you, so that is not on the table. Besides, you wouldn't want to stop a new budding love, would you? I didn't like you at all, and I still grinned and bore it the entire time we were married.
Well, then why did you marry me in the first place?
Honestly, I have no idea. At the time, I thought you were the best thing out there. Then over time, I realized I hated everything about you, to your very core itself. And my heart can't lie to me, so I found other people. So I thought that I should just be with someone else if I'm not happy with you.
And you didn't think that would hurt me or make me angry?
Well, I suppose that couldn't be helped. But since I am being upfront and honest about my emotions, I'm still a good person, right? You think so too, since you've been telling me that you love me.
I don't really love you anymore after I found out that my imagination did more work than you did in our relationship.
You will be okay. You are only 25, so I'm sure you will find someone nice for you.
Whatever. I understand how you feel. I need to think about this by myself for a bit.
Even though there is nothing you need to think about, it's just signing some papers. Hey, I plan on coming home tonight at some point. Do you think you will be there?
No, I'll be at a hotel for a while. There's no way I could be with you at the house.
Awesome. Thank you. Then I will put all of your stuff into cardboard boxes and give them to you.
Yeah, whatever works for you. Do what you deem to be the best way of going about things. You always have.
I did say I was going to help you with moving, but there is just so much stuff. Oh, I have an idea. Can I keep all of the electrical appliances? I would much rather keep them than pack them all and move them. It would put such a strain on my body.
Just keep it all. I don't care anymore.
Yay! That settles it. Thank you. Gary, you really are such a kind person. Thank you. As you've said to me many times, I'll say it to you. I love you.
I turned in the divorce papers.
Wait, really? Did you make sure you took the time to read it through and agree on everything? You are not lying or joking with me, right?
I really did submit them. From here on out, you and I are officially divorced.
Really? I like the sound of that. You went and delivered them yourself even though you did not want a divorce in the first place. You really are the best. But thank you for everything up until now. I had fun in my life with you, so thank you.
If it really was fun being with me, you shouldn't have cheated on me.
Cheating and falling in love with someone are two different things. Remember that.
I picked up all of the stuff that you packed yesterday and brought it to my new place. If you find anything else of mine, it's okay to just throw it away.
Okay. But have you got a chance to find a house in such a short time? Or are you just living in a hotel for the time being?
I found an apartment that I can rent for a short period of time while I keep looking. I'm looking for an actual house in the meantime.
Ah, I see. Oh, what about any sort of settlement money?
I don't want to meet up with you or see you, so if you want anything from me, you are going to have to talk to my lawyer. He should be close enough to your house where you can just go and talk with him.
Huh? Are you being serious?
Therefore, if you ever need money, I am going to refuse it. So you will have to talk to my lawyer until everything is finalized and we are done with any form of communication. I am going to block you now, so don't reach out to me anymore, in person or over text.
That's such a sad thing to say. Even though at one time we were newlyweds who loved being around each other. I thought after we broke up, you and I could at least still be friends.
How do you think we could ever be friends after you cheated on me and divorced me?
You didn't think we could? But I regularly talk to my ex-boyfriends. I even still fool around with them sometimes even after we break up. I thought you and I could still do that, but I guess not.
I don't want to ever be seen around you or with you. That right there would be cheating on your new boyfriend anyways. You need to stop messing around and take a look at yourself. You do all these horrible things and pass them off as acceptable.
That is why I said it earlier. It is not cheating if you just fall in love. Love is something you just give into. No one wanted to stop me or did stop me, so I clearly didn't do anything bad. Historically, people all over the world used to have multiple husbands or wives in their life. Did you know that? I recently saw a movie where this wife had another lover at another house who she lived with, and it was normal for both of her relationships.
You're always trying to make cheating acceptable.
I guess I was just born in the wrong era.
I get what you're trying to say. There's nothing else I need to tell you. I never want our eyes to meet again. Goodbye.
Wait, this is the end now?
Is there anything else you need to say?
I thought we could talk about our memories, or talk about me, even. There's no reason to be so hasty and just end it with a thank you for everything.
There's nothing I want to talk about with you. Nothing at all. I want to be rid of you forever.
Oh, I understand. Gary, I wish you the best. Hey, Gary, what the hell? Call me or contact me right now. This is in regards to the money you owe me. The lawyer said I reached my limit and can't have anything else.
Why are you talking to me? Especially about money.
Yesterday was the day you were supposed to pay me. You know that, right?
Yeah, and what about it?
The cost of living?
What do you mean by the cost of living?
I can't afford it at all. Why aren't you paying me enough?
What are you even talking about?
I should ask you the same thing. If you do not pay me enough to afford the cost of living, I just cannot survive. You get that, right?
Yeah, right. Just get a job and you will be able to afford it just fine.
But I am a stay-at-home wife. That's my job. There's no way I can find a job quickly. And until I can become self-reliant, it's your job to offer assistance.
Are you serious right now?
Of course I am. Since it's your duty to do so, you better start paying up.
My duty, huh? Okay, let me reach out to my lawyer and ask what he thinks.
I already talked to him. All he told me is that you don't have to and won't be paying me any more money. He was really cold with me. Not like you. But you're talking about lawyers an awful lot, come to think of it. You really are relying on the law a lot when it doesn't need to be involved at all.
I see. So, you did hear the lawyer talk about the distribution of property then? I think he also sent a few documents explaining it too.
Yeah, I saw those. I thought that it was the money required to move.
Okay. I see what went wrong. So, I assume you have no problem with that then?
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Perfect. Then sign those forms and bring them back to him. After everything has been okayed, the money should start going into your account.
Okay, I will do that as soon as I get a chance to. But the cost of living money is a separate paycheck, right? I plan on buying a new apartment, or maybe it was a condo, that costs $800 a month. So make sure the rent is included in the cost of living check. You should be thankful I am such a kind person. Normally, people get taken to court and sued over stuff like this.
Yes, I am very thankful. I didn't know that at all.
American law is much nicer and kinder to the women, after all. They always like to help out the weaker people or the people in need first. Gary, it is your job to take care of me. And if you don't, then that's just plain wrong. Gary! Where did you go? Why are you running away and avoiding me?
I already told you, our relationship is over. I want nothing to do with you. We already split up all of our property according to the law, and I told you I never want to see you again. Do you remember? So what are you doing standing outside of my office?
Because you blocked me. I had no way of contacting you. What am I supposed to do? The cost of living money and rent money never showed up, and no matter how many times I contacted you, you didn't respond. And whenever I call you, it immediately cuts off. Don't you think we have to meet up over stuff like this? I even contacted the lawyer and he just said the divorce is over.
Exactly. As he mentioned, the divorce has been finalized. There's nothing else to talk about.
Even if we are done, you still have your duty to help me out and pay for my cost of living. Anyways, where are you right now? Tell me your new address now.
No, I don't want to, and I have no obligation to either.
I don't even have a home I can go to now.
Huh? Didn't you move? My lawyer said that you moved in with your boyfriend and started living with him.
Because you didn't pay me enough, I couldn't continue to afford the house.
Why are you passing this off like it's my fault? I gave you $10,000 after we reached a settlement.
After moving and buying things I needed, all the money was gone. My boyfriend has no money either. The plan was that he was going to move in with me. But in the end, he just left.
I'm glad the money was put to good use. Did you finally figure out that he's been deceiving you?
What do you mean?
Your boyfriend. He's a stripper, right?
How did you know that?
You thought I wouldn't look into things after you told me about him?
Why should you? I told you our relationship was platonic up until you and I got divorced.
So you thought that after I was out of the picture, he would move in with you and you guys would take things to the next level?
Exactly. But after you gave me so little, it was impossible.
Well, them's the breaks, I guess. I paid you everything I legally had to. You'll have to forgive me if I don't really feel bad that your moocher boyfriend took off.
Him and I were a real thing. He said when I get the money to afford the cost of living, he would come home and live with me.
I'm sure he did. I wish you luck then. You better start working a real job for his sake.
I already told you. I can't get a job. I am designed to be a stay-at-home wife.
You keep saying that, but after this many months, I don't think you can afford to not work.
If I can't find a job, it isn't my fault. Stop messing around and send me that money already. I am truly in a tough spot right now. And if you don't send me that money, I will sue you for it and more.
Sue me then, if you can even afford to sue me.
Wait, really?
I know for a fact that the court will decide in my favor, since I already paid you what I owe you, and it is not my duty to take care of you after we already divorced. There is no such law that will be on your side for this.
That isn't common sense, though. My friend receives money every month from her ex-husband. She was telling me about how every month she gets paid from her ex-husband, and the court agreed that he owes her that money regularly.
Hey, quick question. Doesn't that person also have a child?
She does, but what does that have to do with anything?
My guess, and I may be wrong here, that money is for the child's well-being, as in child support. You really are, in every possible way, an idiot.
Child support and cost of living paychecks are the same thing, are they not?
Those two are completely different. That's comparing apples to onions. Child support is to help take care of the kid and make sure they are raised properly. Those cost of living paychecks are probably alimony payments. You opted for me to pay the alimony in one lump sum, so we're done. Don't tell me you actually thought you would be getting $10K every month. You know I don't make that kind of money.
Hey, are you trying to trick me here? If I find out you are lying to me, I really will sue you for everything you've got.
If you want to sue me, go right on ahead. But I don't think anyone will be taking your case. I really hoped this divorce would be a wake-up call for you. But I can really tell nothing about you has changed. You actually expected me to just pay for you and your boyfriend to live in my house and not work? You need to grow up.
And why not? That's how things are supposed to work. Your job is to take care of your wife.
You're not my wife anymore.
Well, I'm still your responsibility. I don't have a job.
Get real for a second. Hell, even open your eyes. We already reached a settlement. I already paid you the alimony that we agreed on. It was recognized by the courts. It's finished. And if you ask me, you got a lot more money than you deserve. If we did have kids, this would have been different. But since we didn't, this is how the world is.
That's how it is? Surely you were just messing with me here. Well, then how are divorced women supposed to live life if they can't afford it?
They decide to start working to be self-reliant, obviously.
There's no way. I can't just start working. There's no way anyone would hire me.
With a house like yours, you're going to need to work, and soon. But it's a shame you never had an interest in working for yourself.
I thought I would have been set for at least a year with your help.
Where did that ridiculous idea ever come from? A whole year without working? There's no way that would be possible.
I don't know. I don't know what is real anymore. Everything I thought was real is a lie.
Well, for starters, it would be good to know I really am not going to pay you any more money than I've already paid you. My lawyer should have made that clear already.
I am not a smart person. You know that. I never have been. And because of that, I never really listened to what he had to say. It just pissed me off.
That is something an idiot would do. At least you can finally admit it. That is just absolutely too funny.
I have nothing. I don't know what I can even do anymore. What should I do? I can't go back to the house since I can't pay the bills. I have nothing left.
I don't know what you should do, but figure it out quick. And the only person who can do anything about it is you.
All of the money I saved for when I was single is already all gone. I have no money left.
It sure seems like that's the case. Why don't you try asking your stripper boyfriend? He might help you out.
I have nothing. He wouldn't help me out at all. Gary, please. Could you please help me out? Just lend me $1,000. I don't need any more than that. If I have that much, I can at least pay the rent this month.
There's not a snowball's chance in hell that I am giving you any money. If I lend you any money, I know I will not ever see it again. You'll just disappear until you need more. I already gave you half of my hard-earned savings and then an additional $10,000 on top of that.
There isn't a single person in this world I can rely on anymore. I can't dare ask my parents for any more help. Oh, whatever, I'm done. I can't do anything. All because I am an idiot. It's all my fault. I can't help who I love and who I don't.
But did you not say that you thought about this divorce for a long time? You said that you considered the options and you wanted this. It seems like your emotions there were pretty short-lived, huh?
I thought that at the time, yeah. But I did not know how hard it would be.
Anyways, I already told you before, and I'll tell you again. I never want anything to do with you again, so don't ever come close to me. I will report you to the police next time I see you at my workplace. So if I were you, I would not show up there again. Don't consider that a threat. Consider it a promise.
You would actually call the police on me? Why would you do that?
Because you are being a nuisance, and I am tired of you. I am sorry your life is as rough as it is now, but I wish you luck.
Hey, Gary. I was thinking you and I could get back together and fix our relationship. I know I did some pretty terrible things, but if you'd please take me back. I'm absolutely exhausted. It's been so tough without you. I can't even think about money anymore. It makes me so stressed out.
You aren't the only one exhausted. Both me and your boyfriend are exhausted of you, I'm sure.
Don't say things like that, please. I'm feeling very sensitive, now more than ever, so be nice.
Plenty of other people have been hurt by you. And if you keep on in your selfish ways, you're just going to hurt more people. So I recommend, from here on out, you think a bit more about what you do before you do it. And don't ask for help from those you've hurt.
Even so, right now you are being so mean and harsh.
I've always been a harsh person. You made me into one. Ever since you told me we are getting divorced, I've been nothing but critical.
I'm so sorry. I know I've done horrible things, but I swear I will make amends for hurting you the way I did. So please, let me come home to you. I just want to make everything right again.
There is no way you could make amends to me. There's nothing in this world that would allow me to forgive you. I never want to see you again. We don't have any relationship anymore. I couldn't ever love you again, let alone like you.
Are you serious? There isn't even a little part of you that wants me back? Maybe thinks about the good parts of our relationship?
Even to now, there is no part of me that thinks well of you. No matter what happens, I never want you in my life again. I know it seems harsh, but I'm just doing the same thing you would have done to me. After everything, I thought I would never have to see her again. But of course, I looked out the window and found her standing outside of my office again not long after that. I called the police and let them know, and when they showed up, she started throwing a fit and screaming. When they asked her to stop, she hit one of the cops and she got arrested for assaulting a police officer, and they dragged her off. Watching this unfold, I felt a ton of shame and embarrassment for her. After that, she never came back to my work, but I did get a letter from a lawyer. It said that she had been officially evicted from her home. At this point, I wasn't quite sure what happened to her, but I can't help but feel a little sad for her. But all the same, I'm glad she's gone. And if she contacts me ever again, the police told me that I can file a restraining order against her. I haven't got any more messages from her since I told her that, so maybe she's finally given up on me. Now I'm not sure what kind of life I want to live, but as long as I have the ability to take action, I'm living how I want. And without any contact from my ex-wife, I can finally live in peace. Of course, when the divorce was happening, I could barely focus on the situation I was in, let alone what to do with my future. But now, I feel like my eyes have finally opened. When we first met, I was relatively obedient, but after the divorce, I found my true self. And I am glad I did. With that, I ended up finding self-confidence and got out of an overall bad situation. And because of it all, I never want anything to do with anyone like my wife ever again.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.